brother's keeper. Gotta stay on point cause the night cloaks nocturnal creepers. Many fall victim to the sleeper's hold, struggling for air to breathe through the nose. Your limbs have stiffened and gone up cold, suffocating by this disease called crime, laid out as a model for another chalk line. If you're not careful, these times can pollute your mind. Homie points a pistol at your head and says, what's yours is mine.
What's going on, everybody? Once again, welcome you all out to TCLR on Q4 Radio with your host by the name of Drunken, Monkeee, and Cujo Brown. This is live every Monday, 10 p.m., 2 a.m. Central Standard Time, AM 1680. www.QUE4.org. Like I said, tonight is a very special night because last week it was brought to my attention that a lot of people been wanting to get into shape. A lot of people been wanting to get more aware about their health. You know, they want to eat better and everything. So tonight is all about promoting healthy life. Even though I'm hitting the black and mild right now, you know what I'm saying? It's all about healthiness. All my people that like to work, all the ladies that like to wear leggings, even if you're not going to work out, all the grandmas in leggings, all the aunties in leggings, all the teachers in leggings. Women are just wearing leggings. I see y'all. Also, our topics tonight that we building about: Minnesota Viking running back Adrian Peterson is another NFL player that's in the spotlight for child abuse. We're going to be talking about that. Was he wrong? Was he right? How do you feel about it? 312-985-7834. Also, we're talking about the Django Unchained actress was arrested last week for being mistaken as a prostitute, for kissing her white, I believe it was her husband, boyfriend. But she was mistaken for a prostitute. So we're talking about that tonight, 312-985-7834. Kanye West is in the spotlight. A concert recently, he stopped the concert to tell a wheelchair-bound person to stand up, and I guess it was too late for him to find out that they was in a wheelchair until, you know, people was like, they can't do it, Kanye, they in a wheelchair. Oh, well, somebody stand them up anyway. So we're talking about that, 312-985-7834. And we also talking about studies show that men with big bellies make the best lovers. Ladies, fellas, how y'all feel about it? All my brothers out there with the abs, the Wesley pipes, the fat boys, all them brothers, you know what I'm saying? Is this true? 312-985-7834. So let's jump straight to it. I am very honored. We are very honored to have our next special guest in the building with us. I've been knowing this brother for a long time on the poetry scene, then from the poetry scene to like doing some semi-training with him, from doing semi-training with him to, you know what I'm saying, being a part of a beautiful and immaculate production called Fo Flight and the 5 Deadly Spitters, where it was mixed with poetry, improv poetry, martial arts, and just high energy, off the wall, make you drop your jaws type of poetry. This brother, man, I'm going to let him talk more about himself, but I'm very honored to have him here. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be on time like I am. I wouldn't be a businessman. Man, I could go on and on about this brother. I love this brother. Cujo, love him. This is our dude, man. You don't have to watch The Last Dragon and look for Bruce Leroy because Chicago have it. And you better support him before he leaves. So everybody make noise. Clap it up. Ladies, pour a glass of wine. Fellas, inhale, exhale. Hold it in your chest. Hold it in your chest. Blow it out. Make noise for Mr. Fo Flight69. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Blessings, brother. How are you?
I'm doing delicious. Yes. Thank you for coming out, brother. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you as well. Thank you.
Barbecue, brother. Barbecue. Right. Let's just jump straight into it, man, because it's a lot we're going to talk about. And I'm sure you could also add in on the topic of the fitness as well as all the topics that we're talking about. So real quick, educate the people on Mr. Fo Flight69.
Wow, Fo Flight69. Fo Flight. Fo is my temple name. Shihong Fo, named by Shi Yangming. Shifu, 34th generation Shaolin monk. We were training one day, and while doing a particular drill, back and forth in the hall we went, back and fourth. And it was a jump. And I did one of these jumps so strong. He looked to me and he said, "Oh, Fo is flying." Oh, Fo is flying. While I traveled down the hallway, I thought, damn, Fo is flying. Fo flight. Wow, how beautiful. And then to keep going down the hallway, back and forth, like the clock, back and forth, in sequence with one another, in movements that are supposed to be so ancient and mysterious, yet at the same time they're so basic and pure to rid oneself of bullshit. So back and forth, that was my balance, because one time I did it strong, another time I fucked it up. 69, man.
Yeah.
Yin and yang, right?
Yes, sir.
Fo Flight. Fo is in flight. So that's who Fo Flight is. Birthed
Yes.
from Shaolin Temple, USA, Shaolin Temple.
Yes. It's like you have many layers. You're like an onion, you know what I'm saying? It's like many eras, many moments in the life of Fo Flight where you went from, you know what I'm saying, bodybuilder, poet, martial artist, massage therapist. Take us on a timeline of Fo Flight 69, like when it all begins, like what made you get into like bodybuilding, martial arts, as well as music?
Music started way back as a shorty, you know, hearing, you know, the sounds playing in the background, not really being able to identify who it was, because he's a shorty, but, you know, Jimmy, hey Jimmy Mac, when are you coming back? My mama used to tell me that that song was made for me, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Right? So music has always been that guide, those voices in there, you know, take you to your now today. I did my first massage when I was 7 years old. My grandmom or my guardian, my brother and I grew up in what would then be called as orphans, you know, in the 60s, early 70s. So growing up with them and them taking care of us, they were from the South, Schwakalak, Mississippi. And they liked massages, right? So massage my back, massage my feet. And I gave good massages, apparently. And then to catapult me a few more years into that, my grandfather, her husband, was bedridden with cancer. And he was having a seizure one night, and he couldn't identify anybody in the room. And through a moment of clarity, I saw him in this desperation, and I just thought to put my finger right here, this third eye, and I massaged it counterclockwise. I didn't know what I was doing, but that's what I did. Something told me to do that, and while I was doing that, he looked dead into my finger first, because it makes you zone in and focus like a motherfucker, right? And then he looked at me, and he called out my name. Didn't know anybody else in that room, his wife of 50 years, but he knew me, the orphan boy that they took in to care for at that strong moment. So there's something here. Now you gotta figure out what it is. So let the voices talk to you. And you know, people think I might be crazy because some of the voices come through my poetry, and we already know what some people think about my poetry. So sorry. It's the voices though.
Yeah. And when it comes to like poetry, when it comes to like your music, you have a very unique, I wouldn't even call your style poetry. The best way to put it, you said it best, lyrical gun fu. Don't kill the messenger. You know what I'm saying? How would you describe your sound? How would you describe your music to the people that never heard Fo Flight?
It's coming straight from the motherfucking heart. most recently, when I put the music together specifically, the BPMs are between 69 and 72. And some of it might sound like it's a little juiced up because I'm getting egged up in it, right? But the music is. I want you to feel that balance. I want you to feel the passion that's coming through. And it's not me. Bless you. It's not me. I'm transmitting shit that we all are hearing, just I'm the motherfucker who ain't scared to say the shit.
Yeah.
We all hearing it. Some are choosing to get blocked and take that blue pill. So fine, I took the red, I'm gonna say the shit. And alright, beautiful. Said, but I got other shit too. You know, freaky shit, you know, conscious shit that it ain't necessarily about saving the world, but I'm about saving the world.
I feel that. I feel that. And with the whole martial arts, how do you incorporate that into your music?
Cause that's what it is. Every movement is based on, that heartbeat, rhythm. I'm doing a form. The piece is fucking form. And like every form that I've been taught, if you start at this spot, that takes you way over there. You finish at this spot. Here comes now mathematics. I sucked at mathematics in school, but for some strange reason, I can get back to that spot and make those angles so sharp and precise like I was taught. That's what this is. That's what the poetry is. It's all of this that's come inside you, became you, like that sieve, like a sponge. You gotta wring the motherfucker out. This is what I absorbed today. Who wants some?
Yeah. And just like your interview, man, is very energetic, high intense. The performance aspect. When you perform, you know what I'm saying, if you're a fan of like Drunken Monkeee, like you ain't seen nothing until you seen Fo Flight69. High energy, like what is like educate the people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like take them on the inside of a Fo Fight performance.
Well, it starts off, it's 3 sets. Mind, body, and soul. And within each set, there's a composition of maybe 6 to 9 pieces within each set. That number will always be present because it's a balance. And again, when you look at the clock, and if everyone's respecting the clock while they're spitting, a typical show is over in an hour and a half. Watch we be done. Easy, but with so much shit. Watch, you know that.
Yeah.
We've turned some spots out with that. Y'all don't know about us hitting Eurekan Poet Cafe in New York. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Where did the whole Fo Fight and the five Deadly Spitters come from?
I grew up watching, Asian cinema. That's my favorite. And, the all-time cult classic will be the 5 Deadly Venoms.
Yeah.
So here became the 5 Deadly Spitters. Fo Flight is kind of like that cat that, you know, was on the at the beginning, the master who said, I taught everyone, right? And he sends then the disciple out to go find the other 5. So Fo Flight is like kind of grandfather spirit kind of shit, right? Because again, what we were just saying, what Fo Flight has been interpreted, where it came from. So that's some spiritual shit. But from there, it just comes together, and the essence of it is to be educational at the same time. Or I haven't watched TV for 10 years, so I'm very uninformed, you could say. But what you do realize is that shit is the same. So it's just another name. So I don't need to know the name to know the game, right? So, poetry, when we do it, it's gonna be a ride.
Spinning on this great big ride, reaching to myself where energy never stops. I'm spinning on this great big ride, reaching deep inside, energy never stops. It's absolutely free.
Free.
It's just free. Energy in this giant mass of emotion.